So I'm so happy to be back in the clinic. Not seeing people, but I did see somebody online, and she lives close to the clinic, and so I was able to deliver 4 pieces of equipment for her to use, and I showed her a couple exercises she could do on each piece of equipment that are specifically good for her goals, which might be yours, and so I thought I'd put it here on video for you all to enjoy in case you need it. So this is for somebody who has had a history of shoulder pain and low back pain, and we've worked a lot on improving her posture and increasing core strength. So the first exercise was on the ball. And there's actually 3 exercises on here. Well, 2 exercises, but the beginning is a warm-up. So the warm-up was to just round and arch the low back gently. This is not a leg pulling the ball forward motion, but a curl at the low, underneath the belly button is curling up to round, and right here is initiating the arch back. And it's all meant to be super comfortable and just kind of like a gentle massage-like movement. And then we proceeded to arc the ball or the body over the ball. Assuming that you're feeling stable here, you can do that same motion we just did, which is go from a slightly arched position to a curled up position. This is similar to what we were doing before, but more challenging because you're working against gravity and on an unstable surface. And you can get your hips down lower and then do more of a hip thrust up after the curl of the pelvis. So she's gonna do about 15 of those. And then the second exercise on the ball is to round over the top of the ball, so to get your body in this kind of rounded, suspended position, which makes it an easy position to work your hip extensors, your glutes, without getting too much into your low back. The other leg is stable on the ground, the hands are stable on the ground, and my head is just gently following the rounded over curve of my spine. So about 15 on one leg and then 15 on the other leg. The next exercise is on this ball, smaller ball, and there's a lot of things that you can do on this more comfortably than you could do on a foam roller, but similar exercise. But I specifically wanted to teach exercises that she couldn't do on the foam roller. So we're gonna put this underneath our waist, lie sideways over the ball, and then swing the leg forward and backward is the first exercise. It's challenging because the ball wants to make you fall forward or roll off of it, and you're having to stabilize while using your hip muscles to create this movement where you are stabilizing with your trunk core muscles. And then the second exercise is open and close like this, which both of these exercises can be done off of the ball, but it's especially nice and challenging for your core stabilizers on the ball. All right, so that was underneath here. You do that on both sides. The next exercise, I'm gonna scoot closer because I'm a little backlit. The next exercise is with this Perform Better band, and it's pretty tight. So the next exercise was to sit with good posture, pinkies out and open to this position, like this, trying to not arch forward as we do it, but it's pretty heavy or pretty resistant. So another thing we can do is just grab around and pull, kind of like a row, thinking about our shoulder blades coming towards each other and not hiking the shoulders up. And then we'll place it around our legs, and with our feet hip distance apart and our back in neutral spine, so there's a little space underneath our low back and our neck, and our sacrum, mid back, and head are on the ground. We'll open the knees apart. We can do it at this height. We can lift the hips up a little bit and do it here. We can lift the hips up even more and do it here, and you'll feel the different parts of your glutes working when you do that. And then finally, on the foam roller, 2 exercises. This is a pretty challenging exercise, but she did it well, so we're gonna do it. It is on the foam roller with your shoulders over your elbows, extending one leg long and lifting it up and down. Forearms are parallel to each other. And then you can even put the opposite arm up to challenge your stability. We'll do that on both sides about 15 times. And then finally, the prize for the end is a little massage on the foam roller. Putting it on our mid-back, lifting up our hips, and just giving ourselves a little massage from the top of our shoulder blade to where our ribs end in the back. Elbows close to each other. You can kind of bias it over to one side and to the other side. Feels amazing on the back. So anyway, those were 8 exercises to be done on 4 pieces of equipment, just like to change things up a little bit while we're working out at home. And those are good specifically for the person I worked with today on the goals that she has, but could be good for you too if you have a goal of increasing your core strength and hip strength and shoulder strength. All right, take care.